AJ, technical difficulties. Was that on your end? Darrell, the BBC, Ryan, Jack Wagon on whatnot. Any deals? Daniel, what's up? Nasty Nate. What in the world do we have here? What in the world do we have here? Good googly moogly. I wish I could see what the colors back here. I can't really. I'll take a good picture. I'll take a good picture. But finally got those done. Morgan, you don't even know, bro. You don't even know. It's not scaled. No. Not scaled. Just succulent. It's got a lot of everything in it. Y'all will see. Y'all will see soon enough. So I believe we've got a DT8, and those will be denoted by the gold eyes. In the 6, they'll have kind of white gray eyes. That'll be the BBC. You jinxed me. You jinxed me. I had a couple strange cheek things happen, and I don't know what or why, and it's only on the left side. Go figure. Go figure. I don't understand. I didn't get the weird stuff. I got a little paint bleed on the cheek, but it's only on the left one, which is even weirder. 15 degrees, got to 15, so AJ decided he was going to throw a little primer. That sounds fun. What's the temperature in your paint room, AJ? What's the temperature down there? 21. It's supposed to get down to like 27 here tonight, which is cold. Got down in the 20s last night. And I'm supposed to fish a tournament on Saturday. Go figure. Get called out of the bullpen to go fish a little derb. And it's gotta be back. It's following back-to-back 20-degree nights. Should be interesting. I'm so done with winter. I feel you, Scott. The problem we have is we don't get seasons. So it's just going to be cold as shit, and then all of a sudden it's going to be 150. So I would say I'm looking forward to warmer weather, but if I ask for warmer weather, it's just going to be 110. Mobile big bag, 7 pounds, possibly. Hopefully not. This time of year really surprises you sometimes. We almost got to the 20s below. That's pretty below, bro. That is pretty below. 35 right now. South Carolina going to be freezing overnight in the morning, and 60 by this weekend. That'll be nice. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be Saturday. It's supposed to be into the high 50s, so that'll be nice. Hopefully, it won't be cold for long. That's what I'm hoping for. I did put a few baits on the wall slowly. We got six Burnsies and 3 Lucky Crafts. And they're the matte finished red crawl ones that get gummy. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Because they're sticky, like really sticky. Probably strip them would be the best thing. That would be the best thing. Not sure yet. Open water. I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of open water. -10 tonight. Then it springed. Is there any, AJ, did any snow or ice come with this, or is it just freezing ass cold? Uh-oh. Boo-boo wants to eat somebody. Brian, it's just that clear coat that they put on them, and it's not even clear coat. It's like plasti dip, so it just gums up over time. It's not a 2-part thing. It's a single stage, just like shitty top coat. Finally got a few inches of snow. I don't know why they get sticky or what exactly the product is that they used, but I don't know who would have okayed that stuff because it is awful. It is awful. Like, they had flattening agent for clear coat. Why they didn't use that back then, I have no clue. It's not like that shit just came out. Like, they could have used it. I got some Red Curl BDS3. Yeah, they will get gummy. Just wait. Just wait. BBC's digging in the trash. The dog's just, if somebody drives by, UPS man, anybody, she likes to raise a little hell. No, well, it's okay. Don't eat them. You ran them off, boo boo. All right, I'm back. Oh, that was BBC in the dump. BBC. Come on, BBC. I bought a lot of used ones. I thought the guy who sold them dumped a can of pop on the box. You mean why they were sticky? No, that's just the nature of the beast, unfortunately. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, JP swung by the shop 2 days ago. And we sat up here and shot the shit for 6 hours. 6 hours of bullshit shooting. Had a good time. Had a good time. But he turned me on to this this dude, Charles Beatty, the poacher from Texas. He's like, you ever heard this guy tell his poaching stories? And he would poach during the 70s and 80s. And then he retired in the early 80s and went back to poaching in the 90s. Yeah, I got a ton done, AJ. But he showed up in the afternoon, so it was from like say 4 to 10. I got back home. Amy was like, "What'd y'all do? What'd y'all go have dinner?" I was like, "No." He's like, "You set up at the shop?" Yeah. And just bullshitted? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. No, JP did not lay down any paint. He did not. He brought me a couple of jugs of paint. That would have been maybe next time. He said I owe him a visit now, so I got to go to. I got to go see his operation up there. I think he's 7 hours away. I have to plan a little getaway to JP's crib and see what he's got going on. We did not go to an underground donkey show. I repeat, they were all closed. They don't open until the weekends. No, I didn't get any school bus yellow. I got a 20-year-old gallon of clear, not clear coat, just clear lacquer. The good stuff. The good stuff. No, he said he had a bunch of shit set out and he forgot it. So I guess I might have to go collect. He did say that he was going to go to the Classic. So it looks like it's going to be a big party. Oh, Brian is right. Must be put in the toaster. You have to put. What are we talking about? Are we talking about matte clear coated Lucky Crafts? I have to put them in the toaster to get the clear coat not gummy. Oh, Pop-Tarts. Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I don't like. I mean, I've ate a million cold Pop-Tarts, but definitely warm is considerably better. It releases the flavor. Releases all the chemicals and the flavor that make those things taste good. Best Pop-Tart flavor? There's only one. Strawberry. The same as Uncrustables. There's only one flavor. And you should never put your Uncrustable in the toaster or the microwave. They're meant to be eaten cold, not like a Pop-Tart. Brian summoning his inner Justin Chancellor with some new Tortex guitar picks. It'll be exciting to see. PB and J. I'm telling you, that's the greatest boat food ever made. Somebody should get a Smuckers sponsorship. Does anybody run the Smuckers boat? That sounds FLW-ish. Didn't that exist? And if it did, I think somebody did run the Smuckers boat. Who was that? Who was that? Was it Gagliardi? Somebody like that? Anybody remember that? Did you catch any St. John's River today? I did not. I did not. Are they catching them? Nate, dude, sounds like your buddy was dialed. Good thing you got buddies like that. Have y'all ever listened to that poacher dude tell stories? Didn't miss much, really? He knew his job. Johnny, what do you mean replaced Zona? Replaced him for like an hour? Or that's Rick Clunn's job? Like if Rick Clunn printed out his resume tomorrow, would it say Bassmaster MC 2025 to present? BBC, don't give us that crap. You ain't friends with Gagliardi. He was on all day. Wow. I had to listen to Rick. I saw a Face Master post, and it was just Greg Hackney and Suggs. That makes more sense. I thought it was that other guy. There was another guy. I can't remember his name. So these eyes are the sixes. These eyes are the sixes. So if you're digging through your box and you need to know which one's which, now you know. All right, now I believe you, BBC. I thought this was one of your slide into the DM friends. If they're horse people, I believe you. Was that a through wire bait? No. No Bernsey through wire baits. Just a ballast and drilled tail hanger. This style would get tricky. Like I can understand the through wire bait for like a line tie in the nose kind of bait. But once you start adding line ties in the lips, that gets real sketchy. Builder dude. Johnny, you can, but I just made it extra easy. The other one's significantly wider. It's a bigger bait. Not by much, but it's a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Daniel, what's up? Oh, what I was talking about until I got sidetracked. Yeah, I was on Facebook and I saw what's his name, Hackney, a clip of Hackney pitching around, or he was stuck on a fish somewhere, and somebody made the comment that they said Rick's definitely not Zona, and I was sitting there thinking, I was like, what Rick did they get to do commentary? And I started thinking about it, and I was like, maybe they got Captain Rick. And I was like, maybe. It's like Rick. So I went to their Facebook page and started scrolling through videos to see if I could find one of like the commentators. And I saw Clun. I was like, oh, they got Clun in there to do a little talking. But I wouldn't think Rick, he wouldn't have been my first choice. Maybe for like a segment, but I don't feel like Rick's ever been like, I don't think he was given the gift of gab, as they say. Certainly has a lifetime of knowledge, but he's no Tommy Sanders, that's for damn sure. Thought Rick was terrible. What was Ralph? What was his deal? Why did you give him such an F rating? Would you give him a D or an F? Did he fail? Did he flunk out? Or did he get a C minus? He does. That's what I was thinking. He does talk soft, and like me, he's probably being accused of speaking a little monotone. He doesn't. I can't see Rick getting too excited about anything. You know what I mean? Or being too opinionated or anything that's like worth watching. Velvic's a great speaker. Velvic is a great speaker. Scott, I feel like they've gotten a little better since CNCs have become such commonplace now. I feel like there's a lot of guesswork you can take out of it if you can get your cut files and everything set up right. Because you can use your board to cut all your slots out, and then flip it, cut the profile, put it in, stick it together. You're off to the races. Daryl gives him a B plus. B plus. Did he talk to any animals? Did he speak in tongues? Did he speak in any native tongues, or did he just speak English? I mean, if they really want some ratings, be like, Rick, we're going to get you on site. We're going to have a coyote out here. We're going to need you to talk to it. Sure, no problem. What if I was on that commentary board? We're like getting ready to start and ask the production manager, like, so can I ask Rick about if he'll like speak in tongues, like animal tongues, like or Native American? Is that against the rules? Like, yeah, probably don't do that. Why not? Let's spice this show up. Who's is balsa strong enough for just it depends on how you seal it. Balsa's pretty puny, but like I said, it depends on who's putting it together and what you're sealing it with. You're liable to just tear the wire through the wood. Yeah, that's certainly possible. Like I said, it's all a matter of the build. It's all how it's built. I'm sure there's some bulletproof through wires out there, but there's also people that don't make baits to last forever. So, some people build baits to have a lifespan, right? Once they get their job done, they start disintegrating. It's not a keepsake. It's meant to be thrown. You destroy it, move on, get another one. Some people make them so you can pass them down to your kids, like Builder Dude. BBC, you have been hanging around Bernsey too much. That's all your Bagley hate speech. Bagleys do have a timer, though. They're on a clock. They do have through-wire Bagleys. The original Bangalores were through-wire construction. Not too much after that, but there were. You'd be fired as soon as you talked about hog cranking. Rick, you ready to go crank our hogs or what? Let's get out of here. Go crank some hogs. Where do you get information on how to build one right? Well, I guess the best way would be to own a bait that you like that's built from balsa that you feel is got all the ingredients that you're looking for, and then maybe dig into that one. Like I said, it depends on how everybody's got different flavors of opinions and things they like doing, things they don't like doing. Some people don't like epoxy, so they don't use epoxy as a build coat or a sealer. Some people like dipping baits, so they use KBS. Some people like, but everybody's got, that's the thing about it, is that's, you kind of got to build them to figure out what you like and what you don't like as far as the build process. And how many you want to do. But the best way to build start baits is to never start, correct? But Builder Dude, I feel like he's dialed his stuff in on how to make a bait pretty tough. Pretty damn tough. BBC is very abusive to his baits. So is Morgan Mason. And I've yet to see them completely destroy one. Not to say that it's not possible, but Morgan Mason has one of the most destructive USPS carriers in the nation, and they've run over his Burnsies and hit them with bats and thrown them across the yard. Lots of things, and even they couldn't completely destroy the Burnses. Yeah, I don't know that you even want to go down because Tackle Underground pulls you in every different direction. Like, it's the same with anything. You know what I mean? Like it's just an opinion page, and I don't feel like you'll find pieces, but there's no definitive answer to anything. If you're looking for an answer, there's not one there. There's nuggets to lead you where you need to go, but there are no definitive answers. Yeah, back in the day, you're right, Bobby. It's probably back in the day it would have been a little easier to sort through the stuff, but I don't even know what's on there anymore, honestly. There's good information on there, but if you follow the Japanese guys, like Bobby said, those guys, they typically seem to build their baits the same, and it's not for durability. They want, like, say you're trying to do a sealer build coat on like a hickey profile. The guys in the Japanese world say it takes 3 mil of clear build coat to get over the wood grain, like just to hide the wood grain. Those guys want 3.1 mil. Like, it's just enough to hide the wood grain. And then they paint and clear. But a lot of those guys use this. They call it like fishing lacquer. And if you pay attention to any of those Japanese dudes, all of them have that can of clear lacquer, and it's nitrocellulose lacquer. It's what they used to put on guitars. All those guys have that same silver quart of nitro lacquer on their tables, and they dip a lot of baits in that. I don't know if some of them have discovered epoxy, or I'm sure they have by now, but I know for years everybody was into that nitrocellulose. Yeah, they're into very minimal light coats to just get enough. Burns thins could have, but if you're curious on how Burns builds a bait, he did a tackle camp Patreon stream with me. I think it was the first one, and he walked through his process of how to do it. It's like a 2-hour long crash course on what he does. You could actually watch him carve a bait. It's pretty cool. One of the more popular videos. It's on patreon.com/tacklecraft. But yeah, I don't know if there's like, I like the way Burns does it, but also as a painter, if you dip in like a lacquer build coat, then you don't have to sand anything. You just spray and it sticks. Um, we're signing up just to watch that video. Yeah. And the prior videos are definitely worth a fool's ransom. But what else? I'm trying to think because I'm trying to think everybody has their own little quirks about how they build baits and products they use. And like if you get on Tackle Underground and look up best clear coat, that has been argued since the beginning of time. $10. But like even it being 2025, since I first got on Tackle Underground, let's say in like 2000, I joined. It's been 25 years, and the argument over the best clear coat has still never been answered, nor will it ever be answered. Ever. It will never. Nobody will ever crack the code. Morgan, do you mess with the competition airplane grade balsa? True coat? I've heard about it. I've seen as many people complain about it as I've seen people say they like it. So who knows? Burns has been doing it for damn 40 years, so I just let Builder Dude. I trust Builder Dude, and I've got lots of wood, and I've trashed a lot of WECs. I've trashed a lot of other wood baits. Rapala has a very good process. I would like to know what their top coat is, because that stuff is tough. The light stuff, even sealed, will smash and dent. Interesting. I like to check. I've actually ruined a B3 doing that. It was a really squishy one, and I like checked the density on it and like stuck my finger through it. And whoops! But I'll check it from time to time. I'll get an old B, and sometimes they rot. I don't know if y'all have ever had that happen before, but I've had Bagleys rot from getting water in them, and you don't notice it because it's under the paint, and then you'll like squeeze on one and it'll just like turn to dust. I bet the Messiah's had that happen. I have to talk to him about that. I have to ask him that. See, there's a non favorer of True Coat. Did Jimmy use the same stuff as you and Marty? No. Not all. Jimmy had a lot of shit on his baits. He might have done. He had some sanding sealer mixed in. He had some lacquer build coat that he dipped. I don't think he used super glue. Then he would paint, and I believe he would spray automotive clear, and then he would epoxy. I believe that was his process, but his baits were durable. His baits were good. Um, it was a lot. Jimmy's process was very involved. I probably shouldn't have said that in case he wants to get back in the game and he doesn't want people running down his build process, but I can tell you what it is, and it doesn't matter because nobody can get the products that he used, so it doesn't matter because that's what it all. That's the whole key to all of that. Everybody can tell you how they do it, but nobody tells you what they use. And a lot of the old timers, they had leftover Delta products, which is what Bagley used, and the Delta people had all that stuff figured out. Top coats, build coats, sealers, they had it all. They were like the one-stop shop for bait building stuff, and they went out of business. But they supplied like all the manufacturers in the U.S. And if you had whatever you needed to make a fishing lure that was a paint system product, they made it. Bobby, which ones do you think are more durable? The older ones, or the earlier ones? Just out of curiosity. I got one I was showing JP. Where is it? It's a cool bait. The Shift. This one has a weight transfer system in it. Yeah, that was the Jimmy was a lot like me in that regard, is that he was always trying new stuff and he always wanted to make something better. And I think that's probably why we talked on the phone so much. The newer ones are much more refined. Yeah, I can see that. He was trying a lot of stuff because I feel like I talked to him on the phone all along the way of him trying stuff and all the ups and downs, and there was lots and lots and lots of downs. Lots of downs. I would get the rage calls, but he spent a lot of time and hard work and effort to get those things dialed in. Like people don't unless you build stuff, and even I don't even think that. Like the amount of time and money he spent like trying things, I don't think people have any idea like what time and money it cost him just to get okay baits. You know what I mean? Like just to get like something that kind of worked. And then it was another time and money suck to refine them, because a lot of this stuff you can't buy like 6 ounces of to try it to see if you like it. You got to buy a damn gallon of it, and a lot of this stuff is $200 a gallon, $100 a gallon, and then you got to pay to have it shipped, and it's hazardous. And so even if you just want to try something, it's going to cost you a couple $100, and then you figure out it sucks, and you got to move on to the next thing. and or figure out how to make that work. And that whole process is, it's maddening almost. But brother, what is this model? This was I think the first bait I ever. This was from his first bait drop. The first batch of baits he ever did, I believe. This was the one I purchased. I thought it was sexy. I don't know what it's called. Is this the bootlegger? I've got that. I've also did I put that link up for the campers? Did I send y'all that link to the video of Jimmy going through his baits? Badfish? Thank you, Kyle. Do I still have the video of him skipping flat sides on the concrete? I think I do. I should. It's a badfish. Okay. I can't keep up. That's how I felt trying to figure out how to pour a resin glide bait, because it was right before everyone really started doing it and there was no info. Yeah. Turns out the problem with everybody is the balloons. It's still up. All right. Just making sure. I have to dig up the Jimmy skipping his thing, skipping his bait on the ground. Let's see if I've got it. I don't know how I'd find it. Maybe it's in our text message. Jimmy Etter. Let's go to what did I just do? Links. There he is, cranking his hog. How much does that one weigh? 6'8". Nice. What is this? That's a cool color. I don't know what this is, but I might have to hijack this color from Etter. I think that's the gooch. Is that a derogatory term? Doesn't sound nice. Yeah, just looks better. Just listen, Hella. Just be present. Just be in the moment. What is this thing? Oh, I think I sent that video. Because Jimmy always tested his baits in his pool. What is this? Guernsey. Where am I looking for? Hot day at the pool. Man, that sounds enjoyable. Where am I at? What are these? Jimmy, I need you to talk, bro. Dude, these what is this one? I don't know what these are. It's just him with the bait. I have no context of what it means. Let's see here. There's a frog bite at Gunnersville. Skipping baits. What is this one?
Sorry, so my glue's fucking got wet.
I need to upload all these just so they don't get removed from my phone. Oh, that was a classic. Can't show that. I need to get Jimmy on here to tell the story about the crackhead at Gunnersville. Oh, there's the video. This will have to be a camper episode. So I'll give you a little sneak peek. That's enough. It's one of the better fishing stories. Might have to delete this later. Let's see. But anyway, she was in the yard. Dude, I've got so much Eder stuff. I don't know that I have that video anymore. Surely, I mean, I don't think I would have deleted it. I don't think I've deleted anything. There's all these shell veneer baits. Is this it? No. What are you talking about? The Gooch? Yeah, he did Lexan and circuit board. The Lexan is the better of the two. For whatever reason, he just said that bait ran better with a Lexan lip. Oh, there it is. Delta Industrial Finishes. I'm just going through our old text messages, BBC, that we used to have. I'm looking for a video of him skipping a bait across this driveway. It's around somewhere. I have a rare Edder's tap style bait, but more like a long mutt body. That's interesting. Kyle, that one wasn't even splatter. I don't even know what that was. That was like weird. Was that the one with all the silver modeling down the side, the silver dot things? Yeah, I was not a fan of that. Don't you catch them on that? I wish I could get these things. I need the paper. Where's the paper? I wonder if this will work. No. Oh, it's hard to focus. I can block this light. Oh, now you can see. How about that? How about that? We got a little color shift going on, bros. Now you can see. Let's see how many color shifts we can get. Look closely. if we do it like that. Got some copper, some green, some blue. Then you take it away. You got all that. They don't call me Tackle Craft for nothing, BBC. They don't call me Tackle Craft for nothing. Always got tricks up my sleeves, bros. You guys all Jesus for a minute. There might be one of the. You might be like that old Cheeto they sell on eBay that looked like Jesus. You might see that in the back of one of those baits. Put it on eBay. Sell it for $100,000. It is very DT6ish. There's a. I need to go get the other one. Hold on, I go get the 8s. So yellow eye is the 8, 6, 8. Nearly identical bodies. This one, the 8, is a smidge thicker, it looks. But this could be the ultimate crankbait color, bros. Because it's got flash, but not too much. Beautiful pearly white sides with a little bit of flake in it. A light chartreuse belly that you probably can't see. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. And I mean, it could be the perfect combo. Smoky shoulders. It's the same stock. I'll take Builder Dude's word for it. Too white. What else? What else needs to change? AJ? Knew you were doing Bleeding Olive Shiner and Demon on that pair. Gotta keep you guessing, Morgan. Gotta keep you guessing. That would have been too easy. You know what? I honestly have not painted Demon since Randy Howell won the Bassmaster Classic. Been that long. Too obvious. It was. Okay. But guess what? I have more. This will be a good candidate for a Demon. But the campers don't like demons. The campers don't like demons. They don't like red. They don't like orange, red, dark red, light orange. The campers have definitely stood up for their distaste and hatred for reds and oranges. Maybe I'll do a Bobby says no red. JP likes red. Nasty Nate doesn't like red. So we got 2. I might have to do a small batch of red. BBC, I've messed around with that. You talking like an orangey pinky bone? I've experimented with that and I never could get it to look right. It just looked weird. I matched this red recently. I gotta do a little work on this WEC. I'll show y'all mine. What bait y'all want to see it on? I mean that Joker is red, but they had a white belly on it. Heads is a little wider stripe than mine, but my red looks better. Sexy vector. That blue crawl you did on the deep SB1. Is that like blue and chartreuse? BBC, you come up with the color and then everybody can steal it from you. And you got to make a good name. That is loud. It is a it is red, bros. It is red. So we got some 1.5 DDs, we got some Strike Kings. We even did a crummy old Bagley. I wouldn't call it loud. I would call it rich, vibrant. Bobby says that's a red I could get behind. I mean, it's very red. Nasty Nate. The blue crawl. Didn't I do a blue and chartreuse one? Or did I do that for somebody else? I can't remember. That is a series 4. That is a series 4. I don't even want to show this off. We'll just show this one from back here. So BBC can screenshot that later and then zoom in on it. think it was a matte Ozarkish crawl color. I don't remember. What was it on? A deep SB1? Let's see. Let's go to the old Wix store. It was a matte finish, had a hint of blue in it. Did I rip Nebraska off? Surely not. Surely not. Not those. I need to create a catalog. I need to go and have these printed. Oh, good Lord. Are you talking about? I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the real, the crawl. The one that's like on steroids. It was recent. Yeah. Yeah, that one was involved. That one, those looked wild. Let's see. See if I can find one in case somebody's inquisitive as to what we're talking about. Where is it? There it is. That one. Did that one have? Yeah, it did have blue on it. It had a blue throat. Damn, that was sexy. It had blue spots on it too. Let me zoom in a little more for you. For you bros. Pikeville, Kentucky on the website. Sorry, you don't have anything available. And that's the one. Yeah, that one was freaky. It almost looked like a cartoon, honestly, because it was like the one thing I did that was super cool on those was I highlight, like if you see on the top of the shoulder where the shell is on the top. Well, let me lock my screen. I did that so it would look like a highlight. It's not the light from the room. That's actually the paint. But there's a light spot going across the top of the crustacean things. Yeah, that was a cool one. That was a cool one. Yeah, that one was a good one. That one was a good one. It's fun to look back on all those that I forget about, and then I look at them and I'm like, whoa, I'd like to have that. I'd like to have that. What else we got? What else we got in here? I guess there's probably not a lot of people that's got to fish some of the last ones because it got too cold. They got them before the season, like the sweet potato. Anybody done any damage on the sweet potato? It probably hadn't got to get used yet that much. I did another one for the bass fishing thing, Hall of Fame. It was very similar to that one. Let's see if I can find a picture. Because the picture they showed, you couldn't see the damn bait, and it had a glare on it, and it was terrible. Like it definitely didn't sell the bait at all. But oh, the picture's blurry. Damn it. Is that it? Maybe it is. Looking back, I should have done it matte finish, but I didn't. Because I just should have done it different. Oh well. Didn't have a choice. Would probably be tied on. I think that would be a good choice. That's it's a badass little bait. Oh, Burns, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. I had a discovery. Coleman crawl. Release your inner Joe Lee and go out there and crank one up. Where are we at? I did these for a feller that was sitting on some unpainted Burnsies he sent me. World's never seen those. I like that last group. The 1.5s. Those are sexy. Those were sexy. Where's the sweet potato? I want to look at it again. Reach out. Maybe I'll call you on the ride home, Burns. Are you busy? You smashed him on Grand Lake on that thing, Morgan? Maybe not smashed, but you had success. Brian, which ones you want to see? The secret hidden Burnsies? Burns, I'll send you the picture, and you will know what happened without me even having to say anything. Send it to Builder Dude. Excuse me. All right. So, Burnsy, this bait did not run originally. It was a dud, and I painted it before I threw it. Well, then when I was cleaning up the wall here, I saw it. I said, I bet I can make that bitch run. And I did something to the lip. And you'll see what I did. But the bad part is how good it runs now. And when I say good, it's sexual. It is gnarly. But anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna go home. Good talking to everybody. Campers, probably might send an email out tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, that'll be good. Good talking to everybody. Have a good rest of your weekend. Adios.